What's up, everybody? It's time to make our delivery here. We are just east of Freeman, Missouri. Heading east on Missouri Highway 2. Heading toward I-49. Not too far, about half an hour drive or so south of Kansas City. Maybe a little bit more than that, I guess. I don't know. 'Cause I want to say, guys, we're going to be delivering at the Walmart distribution center in Harrisonville, Missouri. I want to say Harrisonville is about 40 miles south of Kansas City. Alright, and we just got past County Road C there. I think that's County Road. I call it County Road. I don't know if that really is what it is, but because Missouri's a little weird like that with the highways. Okay, so this is the load of beef that we picked up in Commerce, California at Golden West Trading. And I got a 2:05 appointment time this morning. It's just a little bit more than an hour out. I have about 10 minutes between now and when I want to be checking in. So shouldn't have any problem with that at all. And I did actually need to roll into tonight's recaps that I just got back not even an hour ago. I was going to be a little bit short on what I needed. I had 7:37 to start my shift with. I started today in this shift in Stratford, Texas. Stratford would be on US 54, right where it crosses US 287, for those of you guys who are maybe not truckers and don't really know geography so well. Basically, if you find Amarillo, or Amarillo as a lot of people will call it, you can go north on US 287 from there, and that'll take you right up to Stratford. Or you can get on US 54 from Tucumcari and head east, and that'll also take you there. Okay, so I did end up getting a chance to head to my house and do a 10-hour break at the house before I got rolling again with it. And even with that, because we're on that next shift, where did I end up? Holbrook, Arizona. Yeah, I think I stopped in Holbrook. Could have gotten into New Mexico on that shift, but it wasn't really a need, and it was already getting later in the day, and I didn't want to have to worry about trying to find parking, especially when I was already in the ballpark of how many miles I wanted to drive as a minimum that shift anyway. That was very easy route. It's 1,530 miles, I think it was, from my house to Harrisonville, so 510 mile shift was all I had to really worry about doing. That's actually pretty easy. If I'm outside California, I can do 510 miles without even doing a 30-minute break in a lot of cases. So anyway, yeah, I stopped in Holbrook, got a tire replaced there, a drive tire on my tractor. Tire was not in that bad shape, but I had like one little spot that was bald that was originally, that I know was a result of a chunking void. You know, basically a chunk got ripped off the outer tread a while back, quite a few months back actually, and it just got progressively more and more worn. To the point where I was getting a little more concerned that I was going to start exposing the steel body and put me at much greater risk of a blowout. And since I have super single drive tires, that is definitely not something you want to mess with, is blown out drive tires. If you blow a super single drive tire or whatever, or a super single tire, you're going to have to park it on the side of the road there right away. You can't just limp it to the nearest shop like you can if you have a blown dual tire. So yeah, I don't want to take chances. So I got that replaced there, and then of course the next shift I ran from there to Stratford. 600 miles, I think. And this shift, I only needed to run 485 or so, maybe a 490-ish. Because I'm sure, I didn't look at what Google actually did for this local area. I don't know if it tried to cut me, if the route that it wanted to do was to cut down this that highway we just passed a minute ago and cut more directly across or go through town, which I cannot do. I'm going to have to get on I-49, which is actually pretty close up here, only maybe another mile or two. And we'll head south on 49. So pretty easy shift. If I had all of my, enough clock to work with to run a full 11-hour shift before getting to the recaps. I don't know, because the fact that I was going through a lot of towns on 54, I probably was going to need a 30-minute break regardless. But 485 miles, I usually plan on really not even needing one. But again, it changes when you're on the U.S. highway and you're going through a lot of towns that have traffic lights or stop signs or whatever. It's not like it's too bad, but still, it slows you down. And I don't know how far into my recaps I'm really going to go. We got 49 coming right up here. Going to be... I always get these mixed up because this driveway right here always screws me up. This is a driveway for a private property there, but we're going to make this turn right after that. And I got all kinds of foot problems with my left foot. Not a comfortable time. Actually, I'm not even wearing a shoe on my left foot right now. It's pretty swollen. I don't know if it's from gout flare-up or plantar fasciitis flare-up, or if I got a stress fracture on maybe a metatarsal or something, or I don't know. I did talk to my doctor about it earlier, and they wanted to do an x-ray on it. Of course, they wanted to do a uric acid count too to double check that it's not gout. I'm like, well, that's going to be a waste of time because I've always had high uric acid ever since I went through chemotherapy. And I mean, there was a point in time when my uric acid count was normal, like everybody else, but ever since I went through chemo, though, a normal range for me, when not even have a gout flare-up, would be anywhere between 11 and 14. And most people, if you're even anywhere near 10, you're having a gout flare-up. So I don't really buy that the high uric acid count is a translation to this is a gout flare-up. And usually gout flare-ups are by the big toe. And this one is more so more like on the arch area, which is more, I think, consistent with either plantar fasciitis or stress fracture. This guy's got some high beams on, I think. Alright, this first exit right here, right after the way station that I'm getting ready to pass, will be our exit. It should be State Route 7. Okay, it's 1:02 a.m. now, so yeah, I'll be able to just go straight into the receiver this time. Most of the time when I come here, I end up stopping at the Sapp Brothers, because I'm usually here several hours early, or at least some hours early, and so I'll usually hang out at Sapp Brothers until it's time to deliver, and then I'll just PC right over since it's literally right down the street. Alright, so some of you guys who are going to be running northern routes this, by the time you see this, are not going to have fun times, or maybe you are going to have fun times with a lot of snow expected pretty much throughout the northwestern region of the U.S. In fact, even the route back to California for me, because I do have a pre-planned to go from Edwardsville, Kansas, the Lineage Logistics facility over there, which I will say I've never been to before. Picking up there tonight at 2000, and that one is going to Corona, California, to the U.S. Foods, I think is what it is over there. Yeah, another customer I've also never been to. I know very well where Corona is. It just yeah, I was gonna say I think there's a left turn lane here, but it's hard to tell. So there'll be some more interesting experiences for me with new customers, and more good content for you guys, because it'll be stuff that I've never done before, and you know, always good to have new content available. Yeah, I'm saying it is pretty common. I have a small number of JCT drivers who will watch, who actually check my channel for certain customers to see if I have any video footage of going to them. Yeah, because it's actually really good scouting info for their own visits to the same customers. Look, I've got only one truck up there, actually there now. Just in case, I actually brought my crutches, and there's a pretty good chance I'm going to go ahead and use them. Because it's now I had my shoe on earlier, or one of my shoes. I had actually different pair of shoes on, but they were on my, when I had the one on my left foot, it was so tight. I mean, it's not very fun to put it on, and then even with it on, it was like so damn tight. It's just it's not comfortable. I'd rather just leave the shoe off and use the crutches or something. And not to mention, if this does happen to be a stress fracture, I do want to try to keep as much weight off of it as possible. Now, if it does come down to being a fracture, which I have had happen before, so I don't know, I might just put a shoe on just in case. Feels like my truck might be regenerating right now. Got my running shoe here. It's at least a little bit looser. And that foot is so swollen that man, you can see a huge difference between the left foot and the right foot. In fact, the swelling actually radiates up into about almost halfway up my shin. Alright guys, we're going to be getting door 225. Let's try to get my status changed to yard move, so I'm not like it will matter too much, because pretty much be done with my shift after this. Yeah, I could always run up to Edwardsville after this and pick the load up, but I don't know. See, and I do believe that load's ready to go, because they already gave me a trailer number to expect. So yeah, I'm assuming it's already loaded and ready to go. going to try to walk 25 dock doors across to get to the office. I think without those crutches. I'll do like a little stuff here, maneuvering around the truck or whatever, as much as I have to, but even that's not fun. Sam Brothers isn't bad anyway. Then there's also a Love's at the next, on the other exit on the other side of the. Which side you going to, man? I don't care which side of you I go around, but I want some kind of idea which direction you're gonna go. Not interested in playing chicken with you, dude. Kennesaw. See if we have any other JCT trucks here. I assume we will. There's usually always at least 2 or 3 of us here whenever I make deliveries. So I'd be willing to bet you we'll see at least one. Unless they have different appointment times. I might, because of my dock door, I might even just temporarily, when I disconnect from my trailer, probably just bobtail over here to, hey, there's some mud and, oh, there's a JCT leaving right now. Silver KW. $13. 15. 220. So it should be over here by this Cascadia, I think. Yeah, it'll be right on the other side of this Cascadia. Alright, so we'll get doors open real quick and all that. Going by right now. Like a Swift with a Walmart trailer. Okay. Looks like he's waiting on the other guy. See, now the other guy's blocking the damn lane to open his fucking doors because he's an idiot. I won't have all the space here, but it's unless I wait for Swift, which it's alright, I don't really need to wait for him. I get the job done whether he's there or not. Oh, shit. I don't like my setup. Let me go a little bit further there. Need a little bit better rotation from the trailer than I was going to give you. Here. I'm getting a little bit too close to this guy's mirror too. Definitely rotated more than I expected. Alright, now I I can see the line there. Just get the tandems on it, and yeah, definitely gonna watch for this one though, because we got the barrier pole there next to it. Either I didn't get 2 load locks back that were in this trailer when I loaded, or they're located elsewhere in the trailer and not on the load. So yeah, because I remembered I had 5, 3 on my rack and 2 inside the trailer before. Okay, anyway, we'll get checked in here and let you know how things go with getting out of here. Current time is 1:23-ish. I don't expect this to be a pull-in fax, so it'll probably take at least a few hours, which I'm okay with. So, speaking of that, I only have 5 hours and 36 minutes left, or really 5.5 hours left to work with for the whole day. So I'm going to be doing more than a 10-hour break waiting to roll into my recaps. Normally I'd be walking over from here, but with my foot like it is, that's not going to happen. So I will... Well, anyway, we'll continue this, like I said, later on. Okay, guys, we're good to go here. Gonna hook back up to the trailer now and get out of here. PC over to the Sapp Brothers. Said there are no issues with my load. Wait on the yard jockey to he's looking for. Wait for the swelling on this foot to go down, whatever is causing it. Come on, stop rebounding. Tires get worn needlessly too. I can feel it's bouncing and spinning. But I want to make sure the trailer's all the way up against the door so I can get the wheel chock out easily. let's get out of here. I won't even bother looking at looking inside. I didn't have any load locks that I know of. There might be two there that I thought I could have sworn I left in the trailer after the previous load. I'll find out when I get to the guard shack, though. I'm expecting there to be none anyway. But if there are some in there, great. Because it's possible the loaders could have hid them back there behind some other pallets or something and not actually installed them. Hirschbach trailer there. I saw a Hirschbach day camper pulling a trailer out of here when I was walking back to my truck too, after I got my bills. I forgot that they even have those. Considering JCT, we don't have any day cab tractors whatsoever. We do have guys who work locally out of our drop yards for the most part, but they're in their standard OTR sleeper trucks when they're even when they're doing that. So this will be a quick and simple trip to get over to Sap Brothers. That's just real super far away. I don't think anybody's coming. I don't see any headlights. Nope. Left lane versus right lane. I always get it mixed up, but I want to say the outer lane. But the skill's over there, and I usually go around the skill and don't run. I won't normally go over the skill plate if I don't need to. Unless just out of curiosity's sake, I want to know what my weight might be, like what my empty weight is or something. Left lane, yeah, so we need the left lane, not the right. That's what that sign there says, so. That actually helps me out. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I still have to go close my trailer doors regardless. Okay, let's go over to Sap Brothers to get parked. We'll give you guys some backing footage again, and we'll end it. Yeah, at this hour, 3:45, should have hopefully some parking available there right now. I'm sure most all these trucks you see checking in right now were already parked there, and They probably vacated some of the spots. Land air. Unity Star Express is camping out there. Why does it feel like the steering wheel's not all the way out? Because it's not! Oh yeah. Oh. Definitely spots open here. Given my condition, obviously I don't want to be parking as far as possible from the building though. Sure, we'll find other spots. These spots are very wide too, so very easy to get parked. Yeah, you can drive a freight train through the in between trucks. Over here near this light. Could also park on the other side. I'm not gonna say there anymore on the other side, but no, I'll just go right here. It's not bad. It's gonna be a tight setup lane because these guys parked here, but they said the lane is wide. I mean the spots are wide. That's not far enough. Again, I think. I'll just have to do 4x4s to get away from this thing. Alright, so easy fix here. Get the trailer in there as far as we can. And I know this is making this a lot more difficult than it needs to be. Same thing. And eventually get my drive tires further away from this guy. Okay, I'm gonna run out of room here, so starting to get a little bit more in the danger zone of where I'd be more concerned about having a goal and watch for Super T. One more time, I think we'll be good. I don't know, we'll see. sure my deer guard's not going to hit this trailer here. No, we are good. Still going to be chasing, but even just a little bit of room here. Alright, now we got more to work with. Okay, I just saw a guy over there. Where'd he go? Watching this guy's mirror. We're good. I'm a little bit too far over this way. I think it was Super T offering to help or something, like the spot, but I would have gone for a much easier spot if my foot wasn't in this shape. I mean, good challenges can be good, but at the same time, it's unnecessary risk. Okay, so yeah, that's what was going on was Super T driver got out of his truck and was going to spot. I think he heard my whatever sounds like when I was hitting my brakes or whatever. Maybe he was already up, or maybe I woke him up or something. I don't know. I know I didn't hit him. But, yeah, and then he got back in his truck as soon as he realized that I was going to be okay, so... but it was nice that he came out and was willing to offer to help. Again, I would have just parked in one of the easier spots to park in if I could walk normal. Sooner or later. You guys know I sometimes have this problem. Anyway, yeah, we're almost 4 a.m. here. I'm gonna get me some more rest. And this evening, probably when I roll into my recaps, I'll have to tell them because it's 2000 pickup time. But I don't know. I might go early because I can always wait for my recaps a little bit. So man, I still need to wash out my trailer before heading over there. Oh, and by the way, those 2 load locks I was talking about earlier, yeah, guess what? They're actually in my trailer. So like I was expecting, there was a possibility they were probably there, but behind some of the pallets that were loaded. So alright, so that's a positive. Okay, so I'm gonna end this, and we'll have another video coming for you guys soon. Pick up at Lineage in Edwardsville, Kansas. Alright, we'll see you all on that one. Thanks.